I'd like to welcome everybody to the 2015 edition of the Silicon Valley Energy Summit, and welcome to the Precourt Energy Efficiency Center and Stanford University. We're going to have what should be a very full and very intense day, and so by the end of the day, if you participate the way you're supposed to, you will feel that you've earned that reception and that we will have at the end of the day, the cocktail reception. So nobody can leave before then because you will have earned that opportunity. This year, we have a few things new for those people who've been here before. We have some new and some returning features. This year, we have joined forces with Sustainable Silicon Valley, led by Mariana Grossman, and you'll see a number of elements of the conference here that come from the traditions of the conferences from Sustainable Silicon Valley. We'll have what we formally call a luncheon debate. Informally, it's being referred to as the shootout at the OK Corral among the auto people. So we'll have a interesting, should be a great fun, but serious conversation about the future of internal combustion engines here in California. New this year also is the Conversations for Action sessions. We're going to have one of the sessions at the end of the day that instead of having a panel of speakers, we're going to have 8 tables spread around. We'll consolidate some of these tables with small group discussions. But at the same time, for people who are not interested in that, we'll have 2 other sessions that'll be going on in parallel to that. You should make sure you spend some time in Ford Gardens because coming from the Sustainable Silicon Valley is the Solutions Showcase, in addition to the sponsor table, so the Ford Gardens have gotten much more compacted than we've ever seen in the past. Small change in the past, we've asked vegetarians and vegans to get a ticket to, so we protect, well, we had a problem with protecting vegan food from the rest of the people who tended to, if we didn't protect it, grab the vegetarian food first. I don't know what that tells us, but this year we're having just more vegetarian and vegan food in all the lines and identified as such, so there's no need for special coupons. Returning, I'm very pleased, Michael Killen's Climate Change Art, and if you, there's Michael right there, and please make sure you see that. It's been, I think, one of the very special elements of the Sustainable Silicon Valley. There's many ways of communicating, and we academics tend to communicate by talking and showing slides. Others communicate better through the arts and through painting, and Michael has been doing that. Still others, we have KZSU here that will be communicating through live broadcasts of this morning's session and then a taping and later runs of those sessions. Returning will be the monitor we have for the Twitter feeds. For those of you who are tweeting during the session, you'll notice that the monitors, that there will be a monitor out back that will keep track of the Twitter feeds for this conference. Twitter feed being hashtag SVES, for those of you who want to be tweeting here. And returning, of course, is the reception at the end of the day. The agenda, some of you prefer to have a hard copy agenda. Some of you just want to click on this using your red laser or other software and have the agenda on the entire agenda on your iPhone or iPad. That's available. The agenda will be also posted in front of Fisher and in McCarr Lobby. When you do that, one thing that is important to note, for those of you who like to jump back and forth in the middle of the sessions, don't. Because we don't give you the information to make it feasible for you to do that. The order of speakers in each program listed in the program is purely alphabetical, has no correspondence to the order in which they're going to speak. So if you're planning on moving back and forth based upon the program, you're going to find you've messed up. So don't mess up. A conference like this is about people. And at the end of this session, I'm going to want to talk about specific people. But at this time, I'd like you to take a look in your program, the second page, the planning committee. Tremendously talented group of people who's put an amazing amount of time and effort putting this together. We've had regular meetings where people come to Stanford at 4:15 because they stop enforcing parking restrictions at 4, and we schedule the meetings for maybe an hour and a half, and I'd get home sometimes at 7 o'clock after those. A lot of work. So if you see members of the planning, actually members of the planning committee who are here, please stand up, right? All of you. Okay, come on, all. And then there's a group of speakers and moderators. We have over 40, between 40 and 50. Then you'll see them individually, and without those people, this could not happen. And then there's the staff of Peace and Pie who've been putting tremendous amount of effort in beforehand, and you'll see a lot of them as we go forward. You'll see about 30 student volunteers around here. And for those of you who are hiring, remember, these are students who are really good, and many of them will be on the job market soon. So keep your eyes open for those, to find the students, because you may find that there's some mutual gain for that. And then finally, I would like to thank the major sponsors. You've seen them on the logo loops. PG&E has stepped up to be the most major sponsor of what we've done. This has been the first time PG&E sponsored this event, and we thank them for that. Deloitte, again for the first time. Returning Silicon Valley Power, Fine Light, SRI International, and then there's a group of other sponsors that are listed here right in the front of the program, and again, I want to thank them for their efforts.